I'm just going to be touching very general subjects on the 8A certification. I'm a small business attorney, and I've done a lot of certifications through the years. And certainly the crown jewel of federal procurement certifications is the 8A program. It's named after the section of the Small Business Act it's found in. And it's over 30, 40 years old now. And the main advantage of having your 8A certification, which is issued by the Small Business Administration, is that you can obtain federal contracts on a set-aside basis or a limited competition basis with other 8A firms, depending on the size of the contract. Because the general rule in federal contracting under the Federal Acquisitions Regulation is only competitive bidding can get you a contract. So what you're going to benefit from with your certification is you're going to fit under an exception to that. And it's an exception that lasts 9 years. Once in a lifetime certification for the business, once in a lifetime certification for the individual ethnic who is qualifying that firm. And you can go into the program or apply for the program as a corporation, as an LLC, or as a sole proprietorship. A lot of people are not aware that you can seek 8A certification if you're just a sole proprietorship. And what SBA requires is essentially a series of eligibility requirements on the business itself and on the owner of the business. So it's a sort of a two parallel track set of eligibility requirements. The major ones on the business are fairly straightforward. Having been in business for at least 2 years. Now, that's a general rule that has exceptions as well. But you can't expect to set up your business today and knock on the 8A door tomorrow morning. You're not going to get certified. They want to make sure that when you're certified as 8A, that you can take on a federal contract. And a paper company, without any track record, without any revenues, without any employees, is not going to be able to handle an 8A contract. So that's the first important requirement. Piggybacking on what Mauricio said, there is a world of opportunity if you're 8A certified just with being a subcontractor to the big federal contracts that are awarded. You can pretty much do very well for yourself if all you ever do with your 8A certification is go after large subcontracts from the big guys. Because when the big guys get their awards, they get their awards subject to very fixed subcontracting requirements, so that they are forced under the federal competitive arena to share some of the bounty with the little guys. So don't lose the opportunity once you're certified to sell your business to the big corporate guys. The purpose of the program is fairly simple: grow you to the next level. The typical 8A is husband and wife or a couple of colleagues who have been working together as employees, and they start their own business. Or they've had their own business for a while and want to sell to Uncle Sam. And what the 8A program will essentially do is grow you over the 9 years to the next level. And once you graduate, you will be able to fairly compete in the federal marketplace. The other requirements to get certified involve the individual owner, and it's a rule that is spread throughout the system with some of the speakers who spoke this morning, is that the owner of the business has to be what is called socially disadvantaged, which is one of several ethnic categories: African American, Asian American, Hispanic American are some examples. And they are presumed to be socially disadvantaged for purposes of the application process. The second major requirement is that that individual be a U.S. citizen and a majority owner in terms of shares of the business that's applying. You can have two owners if between the two of them they're ethnics, U.S. citizens, and together have over 51%. So you can see that situation as well. And it does involve a very hostile application process, I would say. If you do an 8A application, have someone review it for you, because there are 50 different ways that the application can be shut down if you're unfamiliar with the regulatory background on eligibility. So if you can, take the time to have someone review your application who is familiar with the regulations, so that you're not providing information that is going to get you disqualified. If you're disqualified, though, no big deal. After a reconsideration process, even if it's unsuccessful, all you have to do is wait 12 months before reapplying. But many times in the applications that I've reviewed, I've had to tell a lot of applicants, no, wait to apply until you do X, Y, and Z. Because you're not going to qualify presenting the fact picture that you're presenting in this application.